Okay. Hello and welcome to my secret Booktube channel. I guess I should begin by introducing myself. My name is Meg. I am a new booktuber. And my guess is if you're watching this video, you're probably wondering, why would she keep her Booktube channel a secret from her husband? Let me explain. It's not as much of a secret as it is a surprise. Me and my husband, we are both huge book lovers. We started dating when he let me borrow his Harry Potter books. Our wedding gift to each other were both bookish items. I got him a rare book. During COVID, he published a collection of his poetry that I illustrated. Honestly, the number one most watched thing in our home is Booktube. For, I would say, over a year now, my husband has kind of been nudging me to start a Booktube channel, and every single time he has said,
"So when are you going to start your Booktube?"
I dismiss it. I'm like,
stop, I'm not gonna do that.
and it's always been genuine because I genuinely never thought I would do this. But here we are. I guess he knows me better than I know myself. Of course, I want to show you his reaction at the end of this to my surprise Booktube channel, but I really want to set the stage for what this channel is going to be about, introduce myself to you, and hopefully get to meet you guys in the comments. Hopefully some of you watch this and actually comment. Before I get into all of that, I'm going to insert a clip right here that is going to show me sneaking around and how I've been secretly filming for my Booktube channel. I'm fake getting ready right now. It's my disguise to go out there and film my husband. Never know. You'll never know that I'm filming for Booktube. Shh.
Her story, and I was asking her feelings. Your management, and I'll give her
So now that you've gotten to see a bit of the behind the scenes and the husband watching Booktube in action, you believe me now that that is what is always, it's either Booktube or honestly probably Danny Go that's always playing in our house. At some point, we're just a YouTube family here, I guess. I am a firm believer that one of the best ways to get to know someone is to ask them what their favorite book is. I have a stack of books next to me here. What I'm going to do is share with you one of my favorite books in various genres. So let's begin. Whenever someone asks me, what is your favorite book? That's kind of like this looming question that I don't know if I can fully answer, but in order to give an answer, this is the book that I choose every single time. It's my comfort read. It's my go-to. I have reread this book over and over again, and that is Anne of Green Gables. Not only is this my favorite book, this is also my favorite book cover. I mean, can you handle how cute this book is? In the classics genre, Anne of Green Gables will have to be my answer. The next genre is fantasy, specifically YA fantasy. When I was reading this book, this was the first time I thought to myself, oh my gosh, I think I like fantasy. Up until this point, I had read other fantasy books. I read ACOTAR. I read a lot of one-off fantasy books, and I enjoyed them, but they kind of felt like mental work for me. They weren't the escape that thrillers were for me at that time, because I used to primarily read thrillers. 90% of what I would read would be a thriller, and I think that's just because I like the adrenaline rush. But now I am fully into my fantasy era, and I think that's thanks to this book, which is The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. This book changed my reading life. I feel like that's a very dramatic thing to say, but it's also a very accurate thing, hence the tabs. I annotated this book like nobody's business. I was having a good old time annotating this. I went through, ordered annotation supplies, and chose the tab colors to match the book cover, and then proceeded to annotate the other two books in the trilogy the exact same way. So, is this obsessive? Yes, but this is me. Okay, the next genre that I'm going to reveal my favorite book for is thrillers. This book, you guys, there have been a few times when I'm reading a book and like I will have to just like slam it shut because I'm so overwhelmed by the plot or the plot twist. I have never had such a visceral reaction to reading as when I was reading this book. There was a moment when the plot twist happened, and if you've read this book, you'll know what I'm talking about. I quite literally slammed the book shut, let out an audible gasp, and threw it across my room. I don't know what came over me, but I was just in genuine shock. Let me just reveal the book, okay? Let me just show you. Oh my word. I was obsessed with this book for the longest time. I probably am due a reread. It's not going to be as good because I know the plot twist, but I was so obsessed with this book that I can't believe I did this. I brought this with me on my honeymoon and like basically force fed it to my husband. I was like, you will read this on this trip. And he devoured it. He ate it up. This book is where it's at. If you're new to thrillers, if you like thrillers, if you're looking for a plot twisty thriller, please do yourself a favor, read this book. However, there's one small caveat. If you've seen the Netflix, if you've seen the Netflix movie for this, I am so sorry. I would like to apologize on behalf of all readers. You were done a disservice. I'm sorry that that happened to you. I wish I could take that back, but it is what it is, and that book will be ruined for you. Sometimes life's not fair. I don't know what else to say. The last book I'm going to reveal to you today is in the romance genre, and I cannot say enough about this book. There were multiple times where my husband would be in the living room watching a show or whatever, and I'd be in our bedroom reading, and I'd have to go close the door because I would embarrass myself by the amount of giggling out loud I was doing while reading this book. Let me go ahead and show it to you. Hello Stranger by Catherine Center. This book, I wish I could reread this for the first time. It was so cute, so sweet. I can't remember the amount of spice that was in it, but I want to say little to none. I generally don't like spice in books. I just prefer not to read it. That's a personal preference. The fact that I'm not remembering having to skip sections makes me feel like there was none. I've read a couple of her other books and I know for a fact there was no spice in those. So I think she generally writes closed door romances. The banter. Oh my word. Catherine Center is the queen of funny banter. The plot of this book. It was something that I have never encountered in a book before, and I have read a ton of books, and this was new to me. So if you're looking for a fun, lighthearted romance that still has like bigger themes of struggles and hardships, but doesn't weigh on you, this book is for you. All right. So earlier this year, I quit my full-time job to be a stay-at-home mom to our son, which has been the best decision for our family. So before, I was a designer and I was in marketing. So I got to be creative. I got to work at the computer, come up with these creative concepts and execute them. But now that I don't have that, I have this little space that I'm still very passionate about these creative things, but I get to choose how I want to express myself in those. And for me, that's definitely going to be books. Without question, I know, okay, I want to talk about books. Let me be creative in that way. That led me to start my Bookstagram account, Good Bookery, which has been so fun. And honestly, it has grown so fast. I genuinely did not think that in just, I think it was like 90 days, I got over 25,000 followers, which is quite honestly insane. In the past, I have worked for different companies and manage their social media, so I am not new to the world of social media by any means. However, I am new to the world of social media for me. Even with Good Bookery, I was a faceless account at first. I was very shy, did not want to put my face on the account. I kind of just wanted to post memes, but I shared a video that included my face. It didn't like blow up, but it gave me the confidence to do it again. And from there, the rest is history. I started a Good Bookery book club, which now has over 270 members. I will link that if you want to join our book club, join our Discord, talk about books with us, do monthly readathons, all the things. I'll link the info down below. That's the short on how I'm here, how I have found the courage to listen to my husband and start this book channel. And now, for the moment you have hopefully all been waiting for, my husband's reaction to my secret booktube. But before we jump in, I have a shameless self-plug. If you enjoyed this video, even the smallest part of you enjoyed this video, or if you hated this video and you just feel bad for me, please like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Now enjoy my husband's reaction. Okay. Hello and welcome to my secret booktube channel. Why would she keep her booktube channel a secret from her husband? Let me explain. It's not as much as it is a surprise. Me and we started dating when he let me on.
Is that on right now?
The
Recording
number
me?
one most watched thing. Dismiss it. I'm like,
Stop. Like,
This is brilliant.
You're so cute.
surprise!
I love it. Oh God, it's about time. Go finish the video now and upload it today. I'm not kidding.